Jeff Hardy makes his first appearance since his WWE release, plus a big title match has been added to WWE Day 1, and the wrestling world pays tribute to Jimmy Rave. It's all in the wrestling news right now. Less than a week on from his release from WWE, we've had our first glimpse of Jeff Hardy this morning. It was on Matt Hardy's Twitch stream last night that a video appeared of he and Jeff Hardy together. I don't know what your first thoughts were on the video before we get into it, Andrew. I thought Jeff looked well.
He did. He looked very, very well, considering sort of what a lot of us might have thought of perhaps happened to Jeff and everything. Regarding
what we feared, I think.
Yeah, I think, you know, regarding things that have happened in Jeff's past before. But he looked very well, very healthy. And it was just nice to see the two brothers riffing off each other, you know? It was just so good to see.
Jeff, in the video, announced that he was going on a short meet and greet tour between Thursday and Sunday, where he's going to be performing live music as well. So he's already getting out there and getting busy again. Matt took to Twitch last night, as well as showing this video of his brother. He gave an update as well, and he said, before anyone rushes to judgment, obviously, WWE drug tested Jeff after all his stuff. When that comes back clean, hopefully people will feel better about it. WWE felt like they were backed into a corner because of Jeff's history. Even though they may have jumped the gun with this a little bit, they made a decision, and it is what it is. Jeff is in the best place I've seen him in a very long time. As far as the details of what went down on that evening and in that match, I've talked to Jeff. I feel good about everything he said, and that's Jeff's story to share, and he told me he will when he's ready to. I think it's just good to see Jeff looking well. I think that's the big thing here.
I think it is. That really is the big thing. And just like the... Obviously, just after everything, the happiness on both of their faces was something that was a relief to see after what kind of, you know, we may have thought could have happened to Jeff. And I mean, it's good. It looks good that he's doing these music dates as well. You know, he's it seems as though he's happy and healthy and ready to do some things, which is always really good to see too. Lots of teasy things, I think, in there as well about perhaps them two doing something again in the future, which I think we all hoped would hopefully be a thing down the line. So yeah, this is just... It's just such a relief to see. It really, really is such a relief to see. And hopefully we see Jeff doing some new, really cool stuff. I know we've spoken about this in the news before. WWE, in his Broken Skull session with Stone Cold Steve Austin, he was talking about how he's got so many ideas, but he doesn't necessarily know how to pitch them because Matt was the person who usually sort of pushed Jeff to pitch them. And maybe we'll see a lot of these come to fruition later on down the line as well. Who knows? But yeah, I'm very, very happy to see Jeff well and healthy.
If you are keen to see Jeff, he's going to be in Milwaukee on Thursday. He'll be in Rosemont, Illinois at Bub City Rosemont on the 17th and 18th, the Friday and the Saturday. He's going to be at the Dusty Boots Saloon and Eatery in Rockford, Illinois on the Saturday night, and then on the Saturday afternoon, and then on the Sunday he's going to be at Des Moines, Iowa at XBK, and it's a meet and greet and an acoustic tour. Ooh. So it's something a little bit different. They're also trying to get him to jump on Twitch as well. So I like the idea of Jeff Hardy starting up a Twitch channel where, I don't know, he plays the theme tune from Okie Doke and puts together genuine Lego. Oh. Da, da, da. That's the dream.
That's what it's. I'd love that. I would gladly give up the Friday stream slots to sit there at 6 o'clock and just watch Jeff Hardy do whatever he wants to do. I'd be so happy with that.
It'd be a lovely time. Nobody wanted to give up a slot for Bobby Lashley in the main event of WWE Day 1, so he took one last night on Monday Night Raw. One of the main matches for WWE Day 1 has changed again. We were going to have Big E defend against Seth Rollins, and then Kevin Owens joined the battle. And last night, after defeating Big E, Seth Rollins, and Kevin Owens throughout the night on Raw, Bobby Lashley has made it into a fatal four-way match for the WWE title. I like Bob being in this, and I like the fact that it's a four-way. I think it's going to be a wonderful car wreck of a match.
Yeah, absolutely. I think after last week, Bobby getting in, I think as Raw was going off the air and Bobby comes in and just starts decimating everybody that was going to be in the match, because it was obviously a triple threat match beforehand. That kind of signified that something might happen. He might get placed in there. Now it's obviously definitive. He's in there now. This is the one. And you know what? Another body in there. Why not? It'll just make for a more chaotic, more exciting match. It's gonna be a good one. I'm looking forward to this a lot, actually.
Becky Lynch accepted a rematch request from Liv Morgan on Raw last night. So the Raw Women's title will be defended between those two. We saw Becky Lynch attempt to injure Liv's arm using the ring steps and ring post sandwich approach. But they'll blow off their steam on January the 1st, those two. And I think if they have a match that is as good, or if not surpasses their match from Raw the other week, I think we're going to be onto a good thing for day one.
I think, yeah, absolutely. Whether this, Tom, my mind goes a-racing, let me tell you that. So, like, I'm excited because part of me is like, are they going to injure Liv so much that then it's going to be like a huge babyface win? Or is that going to be the weak point that Becky sort of goes for, in the match, get her in the disarmer and everything? I'm not sure, but I want to see something big happen. They're pushing for this to be a huge deal now in WWE's pay-per-view schedule, so who knows?
Also confirmed for day one, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. That's going to be your main event of the evening. Usos and New Day for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Edge versus The Miz on the card as well. And hip-hop group Migos have been announced. They did songs like Versace, Look at My Dab, and Bad and Bougie, which I like Bad and Bougie. I'm a 37, nearly 38-year-old man, and I'm proud to say I do like Bad and Bougie. It's a good song. I don't know whether they're going to be performing, whether they'll do some hilarious skits with The Miz. I will see. I'm sure it'll be fine.
It will be.
They're going to be part of the show as well. I want to end this one with some heartbreaking news and sending love because last night we lost James Guffey, who was known to wrestling fans as Jimmy Rave. He passed away at the age of 39, and he's had a really rough year and a bit, has Jimmy Rave, but. The news was announced by Bill Behrens, the promoter. It was shared with PW Insider and then shared with us here as well. Jimmy Jacobs has been wrestling since 1999, part of CZW, Ring of Honor, TNA. He has wrestled everybody, and I mean everybody. He's had belters with guys like CM Punk and AJ Styles and Bryan Danielson and Johnny Gargano and everybody in between there. You may know him as part of the Embassy in Ring of Honor. You may know him as part of Scum in Ring of Honor. You may know him as part of the Rock and Rave Infection with Lance Archer in TNA wrestling. He had health problems that led to him having his arm amputated in 2019, and that forced his hand with his retirement from wrestling. We spoke in January of 2021, did Jimmy and I, and he was very much somebody that had been dealt some awful blows, and he talked very openly about his past and his substance abuse and how he got clean from it, and how he was looking ahead to, even though his world was changing dramatically, he was happy with like the reconnections he was making with friends, and he seemed to be finding a good place. And then he was dealt another blow back in October when another complication of illness led to having both his legs amputated as well. Mick Foley did a fundraiser to help cover some of the ridiculous financial costs of the medical kind that Jimmy had to pay, and now we wake up to the news that he's no longer with us. Andrew, I don't know whether you have any particular memories of Jimmy Rave as a wrestler.
I mean, obviously, like the Embassy and Scum stuff was always really fun. Like, in fact, this morning when I was talking about it with Joanne, she was telling me about all the 1PW stuff, because she used to go to 1PW. That was like her local show at the time, and she was showing me a video, obviously, of him. She was like, look, I was there. We were like throwing all the toilet paper and everything at him. Someone throws like a full multi-pack at him as well. Just like this multi-pack. And he plays to the crowd so well. It's such a shame, and taken far too young as well, far too soon.
Absolutely. Funny you mentioned the toilet paper thing. Josh Alexander put out a tweet saying that he was honoured to be one of those when he was younger that was throwing toilet paper in the general direction of Jimmy Rave. Matthew has shared a video from the 1PW event as well of him getting pelted with it. Lance Archer put out a lovely tweet just simply saying RIP my brother Jimmy Rave. Prince Nana from the Embassy also sending love. Eddie Kingston put out a really, really nice message saying, I hope you find peace, Jimmy. I know it was hard. You're a great dude to me and always hugged me so hard. And hugged me so hard the last time I saw you. A mind for this sport that very few had. We send our best wishes to the friends and family of the late and the great Jimmy Rave. More news as we get it throughout the day at cultaholic.com. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.